Hello everyone, I am Nicole Physico, the owner and creator of Face Addiction Skincare, and we are here today with our lovely Juliana to do our training video number 5, I guess it is. We have some new products as well as a new professional treatment that we need to cover with you today, and also introducing our new labeling as well. So if you're brand new to us, then on our website you will have seen our current labels, which are these, and we've had them with us since the beginning of our line, which launched, I guess it was just over 5 years ago. And we decided that it was time to just sort of do a little bit of a refresh of what it is and how we represent our products. And so we've gone to something with a little bit of greenery, which helps to represent the more the botanical nature of our line, and just give it a little bit of a fresher, updated look. So we hope that you love these, and you are going to start to see these being shipped out now. The Clear Cleanser is shipping with this label currently, and we also have other labels that will be sort of hitting the stockist shelves soon. So this is our professional size Smooch lip repair, and then of course the retail tube of the Smooch lip repair, which we're also going to talk about today. All right, so originally I was just going to be doing a hands-on of the Harmony Seawater Mask, but because I don't think we've ever talked about the Purify, we're going to go through and just sort of an extremely fast facial for Juliana instead of just doing the Harmony, and then that way you can also see the Purify and the Smooch as well. So let's get started. So in your step-by-step, of course, with the Harmony Seawater Facial, you're going to start by doing your skin diagnosis. You're going to cleanse, tone, exfoliate to skin type, and then you're going to massage with either the Remedy Elixir or the Diffuse Elixir, because the Harmony Seawater Mask has been specifically formulated for more hypersensitive rosacea skin. So it's your professional high-end facial for hypersensitivity and rosacea. Okay. But for the purpose of demonstration today, we're going to first cleanse with the Purify cleanser, which, you know, in your treatment, it may be the best cleanser for your client, especially if you're doing Harmony, because there's a lot of inflammation in the skin, and perhaps it's more of an acneic client, but there's inflammation, so you want to just calm and soothe that before you really start to treat the bacteria and breakouts. Okay, so the Purify cleanser is a gel cleanser. All of our other cleansers, as you know, are mostly a milky base. The Clear Cleanser does foam up if you add water, so you can use it both ways, as you know if you've watched our other videos. However, we still had some people that, you know, they just love a gel foamy cleanser. And so we thought, well, it's best to develop one and get one on the market, so that, you know, your clients aren't tempted to maybe go back to using a soap. And you basically just need sort of a nickel-sized amount. I don't know if you can see there. You do need to add quite a bit of water to the product, but you will get a beautiful lather, nice and soft, and it's formulated with an olive oil based foaming agent as well as a coconut based foaming agent, so you can see it gets very, very foamy. It has aloe vera in it as well for calming and soothing and hydrating. This cleanser will not dehydrate, will not strip the skin. and it has the essential oils of lemon, frankincense, and neroli. So you're going to see brightening in the skin. You're going to see cellular regeneration with the skin. Those essential oils have astringent properties, antibacterial properties, and the neroli is moisturizing and healing for the skin as well. It's known as sort of an anti-aging essential oil. So this cleanser is really good for all skin types. Now, specifically good for for congested skin, obviously for purifying, as the name would suggest. For oily skin, being that it's a foamy cleanser. But for anyone that just prefers a foamy cleanser, this would be a good, healthy, natural, botanical choice. I love it because it makes it so simple too for those that like a simple regimen, which most do. You can just pop it right in the shower. And so it kind of reduces that urge, especially, for sometimes male clients that really like to keep it simple, reduces the urge just to grab that bar of soap when you're in the shower. So just pop it in the shower and then it's there. And the skin is just so fresh and gives that squeaky, clean feeling without feeling tight or dehydrated. Okay, so that's the Purify cleanser. So in the past, we've recommended the clear cleanser for your sort of pre-cleanse if you were going to do a double cleansing. And I mean, you can still do that, no worries. But this Purify cleanser would definitely be sort of the best choice now at this point. So you can do a pre-cleanse on any skin type with the Purify cleanser, really lifts any dirt and oil, makeup, those types of things. And then you can do your diagnosis and then cleanse to skin type if you are doing a double cleansing. So that's the Purify cleanser. Okay, so let's tone. We've got the soft tonic here. And for the sake of demonstration, we're going to pretend we've exfoliated, and if we're going to steam or hot towel, any of that, and we're going to go straight to the treatment. And today we're going to use our diffuse elixir. As I mentioned, the Harmony mask is for hypersensitive and or rosacea skin. So the diffuse elixir is the best choice for that. If you see me reaching up to the computer, it's because the monitor has gone black, and I just like to make sure that things are still recording. So as you know, our elixirs are a full emulsion, but they give amazing glide for massage. This way you're massaging with the treatment rather than massaging with something that maybe needs to be removed from the skin afterwards. Whatever you've put on the skin here with this elixir is exactly what can stay and is the treatment. So we're going to do sort of just a Cole's Notes version of the massage, but always make sure you're massaging the neck and décolleté and even down the shoulders and arms and the neck, because this all contributes to bringing circulation up to the face. And I mean, let's face it, I mean, a facial is great for so many different reasons, but I think most people would say the massage is their favorite part. What do you think, Jules?
Yes.
So don't skimp out unless you're doing a demonstration like I am today. And if for some reason the elixir completely absorbs and kind of becomes dry on the skin, which can happen just depending on your client's level of dehydration, then just have a bowl of clean water nearby. And I've had stockists ask, like, could you use a tonic? And for sure, anything like a tonic, water, anything like that, just to help to moisten again, will bring the elixir kind of back and allow you to continue your massage. And then that way you're not using more and more and more product, because I mean, we have to keep cost in mind as well. You know, more product is more cost, and of course your client isn't paying more just because they're more dehydrated. So we want to give them a good treatment, and we want to give them the correct amount of product, but we don't want to overdo it. And of course, if you do have someone with hypersensitivity and rosacea, then you do, you know, you adjust your massage based on that as well. So where you might, you know, do a little bit deeper pressure down on the neck and décolleté. If there's a lot of inflammation, then of course you want to be cognizant of that and not go overboard with pressure on the face. Okay. All right, so that's absorbed nicely. So we're going to get right to the seawater, the Harmony Seawater Mask. So this mask comes similar to the Enliven Geothermal. So it comes in your little Mylar Ziploc. And this mask, though, is not a hard thermal lift-off mask like the Enliven. It's actually a soft lift-off mask using the alginate. So it's a soft rubber lift-off mask. So in here we have the algae, we have turmeric, we have sea buckthorn, and there's also rose. And the reason why it's called Harmony Seawater is there's actually pure sea salt. So the pure sea salt is excellent for remineralizing the skin, for healing the skin, for alkalizing the skin. It really is an awesome healing agent for rosacea, even, I mean, any kind of problematic skin, but it's very healing for the skin. So this just kind of helps with the seawater. It creates that environment on the skin to promote the healing. So let's just prepare first. So before we get to making that, let's just get the eyes covered. So of course, as always, we take our Vanish Eye Serum. Now, I mean, technically the mask could go over the eyes, but just to protect, so it doesn't, you know, get right in the eyes or whatever, we do cover them. So we put some eye serum around. We're going to take our little gauze here. And put our soft tonic on it. We don't have to be quite as worried, you know, as with the the geothermal mask. We have to watch we don't get it into the hair. We don't have that quite same concern with this one. It will just kind of peel off, so it's not a problem. I'm sure many of you have done a soft rubber lift-off mask before, so this isn't brand new. Okay, I am going to go get the water. So I do want to mention that originally in the technical sheet, when we first sent this out, it said 100 mils of cool water. And in all of our testing, that's what seemed to work. But as now it's packaged and we're shipping it out, we're all finding that 100 mils isn't quite enough. So we're making a little bit of a tweak to 110 mils. Also, we have to watch with this is that it says cool water, but that the water's not too cold. Basically, what happens is the mask kind of seizes up, and it will make it a lot more difficult to apply if it's, seizing up too quickly. Obviously, it needs to be viscous long enough to get it on the skin. So we're just changing this, updating this a little bit to be 110 mils of room temperature water. So, you know, you have room temperature, it's not really hot, not really cold. So it's kind of the cool side of room temperature, if that makes sense. So that way you're getting the longevity you need for application. Okay, so we're just going to pause just for a moment. I'm going to go get the water we need, and we'll come back and get the mask mixed up and applied onto our lovely Juliana. Okay, Welcome back. So what I've done is I've taken our Harmony mask, I've put it into the rubber bowl, as you can see here, and it's just a really, really light powder. If you want, you can kind of break up some of the bumps. Now, if you've done the mask before, you'll know it does have a really interesting texture. It does sort of go on the skin and it does sort of look bumpy. Now, underneath the mask, when we take it off, I'll show you. It is actually completely smooth to the client's skin, but it does have sort of a little bit of a unique texture. So you can go ahead and just sort of break up any of the big bumps you see in there. They're not like chunks, like they're not, like it'll always just sort of chunk together. That's just sort of the nature of the mask itself. So, okay, let me get this screen on again here for you. Okay. So we have our 110 mils of room temperature water, and we just dump it straight in all together and then mix it up, and then we're going to apply it on to Juliana here. So we dump it straight in, give it a good mix. Move this out of the way here. And we're going to start at the chin and begin spreading it up and across. Now, you can go right across the lips as well. That will definitely just kind of give a little bit of a lip treatment. But, I mean, if you're going to do that, just make sure you let your client know ahead of time. You don't want to surprise them in case they're claustrophobic. And you can, of course, go over the eyes as well, over the pads if you want, but it doesn't necessarily over the pads have any benefit for the skin, but it would definitely just makes application a little bit easier if you want to do it that way. But you can see we formulated it so that it didn't run. You know, some of these rubber masks I know I've used in the past, you know, they run down into the hairline and it does get a little bit on the messy side. And, you know, like obviously you have a headband or whatever there. But this just makes it a little bit easier for application. So you see, oh, I didn't get the upper lip there. Let's see. Jules is falling asleep. Okay. So we got that on. I hesitated a little too much when I was speaking there. I should have got that on a little bit sooner. But you can see the bumpy texture on there. Oh, let's get this on. And it's already started to firm up. So it doesn't run. There is a bumpy texture, but you do have to be, you know, speedy in getting it on, that's for sure. So you leave this on for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then it literally will just pull right up and off her face. So we'll let her sit there. Sounds like she's going to have a little bit of a snooze. I know Julianne's been really busy. Her and her husband are building a new house, so I'm sure some of you out there can sympathize with her. All right, so the other product that we were going to talk today about that is new and really excited, I love, love, love it, and it's going to be an amazing addition to your facials as well as a finishing product, is our Smooch Lip Repair. So this product, it comes, as I said at the beginning of the video, in your retail size, which is a little tube like this, and your professional size, which looks teeny weeny, but it's actually quite generous when you're thinking you're only applying a tiny, tiny little bit onto the lips. I still haven't gone through my first tube of Smooch Lip Repair, and I think I must have had it since maybe the end of May or beginning of June, and I use it all the time. So it lasts so long. So you can imagine if this is lasting that long, how long your professional is going to last. So this particular product, I wanted to, I mean, how many lip balms are there out there? Like so many. So I wanted to make sure this was going to be obviously different and, you know, kind of fill all the gaps for people when they're looking for lip balm. So, you know, the one thing is people want something that is really, really smooth on the lips, that they don't feel like they have to apply it a gazillion times a day, that it has that healing, repairing property. So when they, you know, apply it, if they've been in the sun too long, or it's windburn, or, you know, maybe they've had a cold and you know how your lips kind of end up getting chapped a little bit, that you actually see repairing happening. So we formulated this with comfrey herbal oil, and comfrey is extremely healing, regenerating, smoothing on the lips. It actually, allantoin, which we have in some of our products, is a derivative of comfrey. So this is something that we already see in the line. Also, we didn't want it to be too heavy on the waxes. So you still need waxes in a lip balm in order just to make it, you know, a lip balm, and for it to be able to turn up in a tube and these types of things. But we chose rice bran wax, which have lots of phytosterols in them as well, which are the healthy plant fats, and actually rose flower wax. So they're just really beautiful, skin-loving waxes. We also have cocoa butter in here, organic cocoa butter. What else? There's peach kernel oil, pumpkin butter. We do have, I'll open this one. The screen keeps going black. There we go. So you can see, okay, you can see from there. It's a little pinkish. We did put a little tiny bit of pink mica in it. It doesn't really impart any type of color on the lips. Right now I have a little bit of lip liner and the Smooch. That's it. I don't have lipstick on, so just lip liner and Smooch. But it just does give a very, very slight kind of just healthy glow to the lips. The flavor and fragrance is a natural essence of strawberry and French vanilla. And then the cocoa butter itself also has a little bit of a flavor and a scent to it, which is kind of a little bit on the chocolatey side. So I love it. It's really beautiful sort of taste, fragrance, you know, that, you know, will, I think you'll enjoy, and sort of matches with the color that we have in here as well. So that's your Smooch lip repair. And so how we're recommending to use it, I mean, obviously you know how to use lip balm, but in treatment is to apply it at the end of the facial. So you're going to take a little bit of your product. I did bring up a spatula. I don't quite see it right here, but anyways, take a little spatula, or sometimes your eye mask brush is actually what I brought up, but I don't see it here. The end of your eye mask brush, it has like almost like a little bit of a scoop on it. So just take a little scoop out and just kind of, you can, you know, warm it in your fingers, and you're just going to kind of apply it around the lips. And then you can ask your client to, you know, kind of push their lips and kind of move it around as well. And that will really, truly sort of finish the facial. So you've covered off the whole face, but I mean, really, we've been kind of ignoring the lips a little bit, unless you've been using your Vanish Eye Serum, which is great for around the lips, helping with any fine lines or wrinkles, but this is great for right on the lip. Okay. And for retail, actually, I should mention the pricing. These retail for $8, so that's an amazing price point to have, sort of that impulse buy. And if they're, you know, trying it in the facial, then I think that each of your clients would love to take that home. And I mean, and for that price, for, you know, your cost as a stockist, if you're a wholesale customer, you could even work it into the price of your facial. So, you know, every 4 to 6 to 8 weeks they come in, they're getting a lip balm, if you wanted to do it that way too. Okay. So I think we're ready here for demonstration purposes to pull this off. I'm going to just pause just for a moment because we finished with a towel, and so I'm just going to go get that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with my towel, and we are going to remove the Harmony Seawater Mask from Juliana. So in order to remove, you just kind of put your fingers underneath, and it will easily just sort of lift and pull away. And you just lift it straight up like this. Okay, and I want to show you the underside of the mask is nice and smooth. So even though the top of the mask has a little bit more texture, the underside of the mask is nice and smooth on the client's skin. And that just goes into the garbage. And we take our nice, cool towel. And just remove any residue. There shouldn't be a whole ton. As I said, it just lifts off quite cleanly. Just removes, and look at how even tone her skin is. It's just looking so beautiful. So we'll finish with a little bit of tonic and a little more elixir. And there you go. So thank you so much to Jules for, sacrificing her face for us today to learn Harmony Seawater Mask. As always, if you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can email me at info@spaaddictionbiz.com. You can reach me through Instagram. You can reach me through Facebook. You can give me a call. However you like to communicate, please don't hesitate to be in touch. We hope you and your clients love this facial treatment along with the Purify cleanser and the Smooch lip repair. And we will see you very soon. Have a great day. Bye.